What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Geek City, and today we're looking at Nightwing, A Night in Bloodhaven Compendium, Volume 1. So let's get started. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Geek City, and I'm very excited to look at this compendium, and this is Nightwing, A Night in Bloodhaven Compendium, Volume 1. This is the first real Nightwing series. It also collects the miniseries, and we'll talk about all that. And I'm really enjoying these compendiums that DC has been making. They made a few of them, and they are releasing a few others. Like, we're getting a Joker one, and the Tim Drake Robin one, and there are a few others, and I'm really digging them, and I can't wait to see where they continue with these. I wonder what else they will do. I have a few suggestions. If you want that video, I can do one. So here we have this cover here. Love it. And then look at this spine. This thing is over 1,000 pages. This could easily be an omnibus. I didn't expect it to be this big. I expected it to be around 300, 400 pages. Like, for example, here's the Green Lantern Kyle Rayner compendium. Another really good one. Look, it's like 400 pages. It's pretty huge. Pretty decent length. Look at that. This could have been an omnibus. I think they could have done that. I think that would have been really cool. But compendium is totally fine. I'm happy with, as long as it's getting collected and I can read it, that's totally fine. Alright, let's look at the other side here. Got this great piece of artwork. No one can be a boy wonder forever. And this collects Nightwing Volume 1, 1 through 4, Nightwing Volume 2, 1 through 25, and then 1 million. Nightwing Annual 1, Wizard Presents, Nightwing half issue, Nightwing and Huntress 1 through 4, Green Arrow Volume 2, 134 through 135, Robin Volume 255, Detective Comics 723 through 725, and 1 million. So this is one I'm not going to do a spoiler review of, because I only do that for more modern books, and this isn't exactly modern. But yeah, let's look at it here. So I'll just kind of talk about the premise, some of the stories that really stood out to me, and just giving my overall thoughts on the book. So most of this is written by one artist, Chuck Dixon. There are a few others, but this is mainly his story. And there are some great artists in here. Look at this. Alright, so here is the mini-series. This is kind of what sets up the main title. And I love this artwork by Greg Land. This was kind of before Greg Land started, being a little more controversial. Because in case you didn't know, Greg Land, his artwork, he started copying like porn magazines, and it was really controversial. His artwork's not that good anymore, but this stuff I can really get into. I really dig this artwork. I really like it. But he's not the only artist. He just does the mini-series. There's also Scott McDaniel, who is the main artist on the book. And I dig the artwork, but it's a little blocky. Like, it looks very, like this. Like, it's just very, I don't really know how to describe it. But there are a few other artists. Like, when we get to the Nightwing and Huntress, that mini-series, there's another artist. This right here. That was a good series. So basically, this is kind of the origin story for Nightwing. This is showing him moving to Bloodhaven, trying to become his own superhero vigilante, not relying on Batman. Now Batman shows up in here, and there are a few times where he helps out, and I appreciate that. You see Batman kind of reacting to Nightwing's new apartment and being like, you don't have a cave or something to do all your research in? So Nightwing's just in his apartment and doing all this stuff. And there are a lot of great villains that appear in here, like Blockbuster. He's kind of Nightwing's big villain when you think of Nightwing villains. Deathstroke's in here as well, and Scarecrow, a few others. So there are a few Batman villains, but I do appreciate that we get to see some Nightwing villains. Like, look at that. It looks a little much for me, the artwork, But the story overall, I really enjoy. Even, like, books that go on for a while, I appreciate that it keeps a consistent story. We are learning more about the big mystery of Blockbuster and who's the villain behind the 20 criminals that were murdered. We're learning about that over time, so that way there's still stakes. you're still trying to figure out what's happening. Because if he defeated Blockbuster in like the first 6 issues, and now he's just going on random crimes, there's no stakes. You're just kind of, you're just reading him doing whatever. But since you're learning more about what's going on with each issue, I really appreciate that. And I like those type of stories where it's one big run instead of a few different ones. Like, I appreciate that, and I really like that. I wish comics would do that more. Spicy. This, I would say, is probably my second favorite run on Nightwing. I gotta go with Tom Taylor. I feel like his run is easily the best Nightwing run, and it's ending right now. I think he's wrapping his run up right now, which is unfortunate because I loved it. But he's going to go work on other books. See, I like this artist a lot. I don't know his name. Let me check. I'll check in a little bit. Yeah, this is one that I would suggest for any Nightwing fan or Dick Grayson fan. I'm thinking about one day doing a Nightwing reading order. I might do that. But we'll see. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. I would suggest reading this if you are wanting to learn more about the character of Nightwing. If you want to see him in his own series instead of him supporting the Bat Family, this is where you would go if you wanted to see that. There's also a lot of great supporting characters. Like this girl right here, she's she's the manager of the apartments he's staying in, and there's a little romance with that. Of course, Huntress and Blockbuster. Even Batman shows up in here a decent amount. A few other characters. You have a few people showing up, like Tim Drake. There are a few issues of Tim Drake's Robin is in here. So yeah, this is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Even the issues that are kind of their own individual thing, I really enjoyed because, again, it feels like there's stakes. And if there is a volume 2, I'd probably pick it up because I think it would collect the year 1 story, which I really, really like. But hopefully that happens. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought of this compendium. If you bought it, make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. And as always, stay geeky.